Greetings Commanders and welcome to The Breach. A quick recap of the learning outcomes of the first episode is use the correct ammo type and beware of friendly vessels. In this playthrough I'll be looking at whether the outcomes from the last episode have been implemented in this episode, and if not, how I can improve them, but also looking at some more improvements to make from this playthrough. I'm back again in the St. Louis, and as we started off you see that I've loaded armour piercing because I'm expecting to come across destroyers and cruisers first before I see any of the battleships. I'm heading down the right side of the map to act as the eyes for the battleships behind me. Pretty confident at the moment. I have another cruiser heading down with me towards the Twin Islands. I'm getting rather close to these islands now, so I'm expecting contact any moment.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
And there it is. So I've got a cruiser coming around the headland. There's two of us really close, so I'm going to be laying on some supporting fire. And out goes my armour piercing. A little bit too far forward, I'm hitting the bow, as I want to be hitting the midships. There's two cruisers putting a lot of firepower into him, and he's turning around and running away quite quickly.
Torpedoes to starboard.
The Citadel penetration there, which is always nice.
Torpedoes to
Oh,
starboard.
there was some torpedoes, and I reacted to them rather late. I had warning, and I ignored the warning.
We're all below the water line. We're
I've
flying
taken in
quickly.
the damage for about a third of my health so far now. But I keep opening fire on that
Problem
cruiser.
solved, sir.
I still got my armour piercing ammo loaded. Cheeky last shot. So I'm moving away from engagement to not overextend myself. I got a long way away from all the other ships, which is a death sentence for a cruiser. So I've moved away, but I'm still within range, and decided to open fire on this battleship. Feel that I've got far enough away now, and I'm turning to rejoin the fleet. I've got some more ships up supporting me now. There's a destroyer up front acting as our spotter, so I'm going to rejoin the flotilla and see what targets present themselves. Continue opening fire at this battleship. And I've still got my armour piercing loaded at the moment, which are obviously one of my learning outcomes from the last episode. Hopefully soon I'm going to realise, oh there it is, I've realised that I'm not doing any damage when I'm hitting, so I've changed to high explosives. Hopefully I'm going to set some fires. They're not a very good shot. I want somewhere in between the two ships. But, as you can see from the replay, I spend a lot of time zoomed in looking at my shots, and that's the problem with the St. Louis. Because I'm so rapid firing, I don't have the time to zoom out, check my surroundings and zoom back in, because I'm losing DPS when I'm doing that. And if you look at the minimap at the moment, there's a lot of ships very close together, and I have been steering using the minimap, but now it's to the point that everything is so close I don't really know where the ships are exactly, and I should be spending a little bit more time zoomed out, checking where I am, making sure I'm not getting in anybody's way or like to run into other people's firing arc and take damage, or have them drive in front of my fire arc and then me hit them with a full broadside. So there's one of the learning outcomes for this episode. Don't drive around zoomed in all the time. Make sure you check your surroundings for your safety and the safety of others. Here you can see me turning back in to rejoin the rest of the fleet, apparently just tweaking with the range as I have, because I don't want to get too far away, obviously, so I can't fire, but I don't want to end up the primary target with being the closest ship to them. And I also know that there's a destroyer there that is zipping around in and out of view, and I definitely don't want to become his primary target. So as I'm altering my range, I'm choosing the targets that are broadside onto me as much as possible, trying to go for those citadel penetrations to cause the extra damage, and failing that I want to be trying to pepper the front or rear decks to try and take out any of the gun turrets. You see me doing some blind firing there, trying to hit the ships I know there, but I fell a bit too short there. But then I see this ship and I start opening fire on him, even though he's all I can see is his rear end is the best target at the moment, so I'm going to keep on shooting him and keep piling on the damage. And you see the rate of fire from the sender, we can soon rack up a lot of damage, especially if I start setting fires at the same time. Well, this is some horrible gunnery skills, trying to catch the destroyer that's obviously motoring at full speed, with his boost activated as well, and I'm not getting anywhere close to him.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
During this whole match you've seen me stick with the battleships. I'm acting as a support unit. My view range isn't all that great, so I can't work as a spotter later on in the match. I did it at the start because there was no destroyers on the right hand side of the map, so I moved forward to get those early spots in to see where the enemy were going to appear from. But since then I've stuck close to the battleships, and hopefully the battleships, being that a little bit slower, have taken the brunt of the attack from the enemy, because even though I have a good pool of hit points, a battleship will very quickly whittle those away. You saw as I took a torpedo I lost a third of my hit points in one go. My learning outcomes for this match are swapping my ammo types quicker and not driving around in zoomed view, and be checking on my surroundings more often.
Main turret critically damaged.
As with any coaching, including self-learning, to see the results, it can't just be you take the outcomes from one match and apply them all to the next match. It doesn't quite work like that. It takes a while for you to understand what you're learning and apply it in the right situation. So between my first match in episode 1 and this episode 2 match, I've only had 2 or 3 other games. I'm hoping to improve over 3, 4, maybe 5 matches as I gain more experience, and more experience with different types of ships, so I understand how different ships affect each other and how you play to each other's strengths. Quick recap of the conclusions from this match: swap ammo types quicker and don't drive around in a zoomed mode all the time. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the other side.